Alrighty then. I am finally making another video. Sorry it took so long. I guess I should start out by explaining why I haven't made any videos for a while. Number one, the drive was kind of, but outside of that, I've just been swamped. I mean, since Christmas, I had my dad went into the hospital and had heart surgery. That took me away for a while. Y'all know about my Frontier Airlines fund. That and paying off those bills and all that stuff has kept me working a lot. I have been working a lot. And I've been sent out on training as well, so I've been away from home for a while. And on top of all that, I've done some renovations around the house. My little condo here just needed some extra improvements, so we did that, carpets, fridge, stuff like that. So that's kept me actually really busy in my free time. And I had some issues with my computer. Now, I don't know what originally caused those issues, but let me tell you what they were. If I plug in, I don't know, any old thing, and decide I some external device, like my phone, or a tablet, it wouldn't find it. It couldn't install drivers. It would find the drivers and say, I found a driver. Windows can't install the driver because it can't find the driver. Made no sense. Did a little more research and found out that something, I'm going to use that word something for now, was preventing access to like 80% of the folders on my C drive. It was literally just going in and randomly locking them up. Now I could go in and unlock them and grant access again, and I could go in and do stuff. But the hidden folders and files that Windows uses, nope. Couldn't get there. That's why Windows would find a driver, try to install it, and Windows, when it installs a driver, it doesn't install it from the location. It copies it to a temp location and installs it from there. Stupid as hell, but that's what Microsoft thought was a really cool idea. What would happen is it would copy it there, and then whatever was going on was then lock that folder. Windows couldn't find it anymore. So between it copying there and trying to install from there, Windows would say, screw it, can't find it, never mind. And I couldn't install any drivers. Then it started doing that to software. I upgraded to Pinnacle Studio 20 Ultimate, the big super awesome one, which is, by the way, I still think one of the best video editing softwares out there. Yeah, I know Adobe has all kinds of other wonderful things, and Sony's got its little toy out there. But I still like this one. I don't know. It's just what I grew up on. It's what I've been with it since, I think, version 12. And we're up to 20 now, so many, many, many years. Anyhow, I couldn't even install software because Windows would say, nope, can't access the file location, which meant it couldn't create any directories. Tying that back into all the work I was doing, believe it or not, on the condo, I had to clean out my computer room completely, take everything out of it. In fact, at one point, everything in my computer room and everything in my bedroom was in my living room. It was just a big pile of stuff in my living room. It was beautiful. Yeah. Anyhow, since I was doing that, I knew I needed a bigger desk than what I had. So I went online and I ordered one. And I got to tell you, I absolutely love this desk. It is freaking awesome. Beautiful desk. I'm going to link down below to where I got it and what it is. But it's an awesome desk. I highly recommend it. It takes a while to put it together. And you got to be careful because if they ship it, even the company itself says be careful moving it because you could chip it. It's very easily chipped. So I literally put it on the carpet when I took it out of the box, put it together, the whole 9 yards, and still found some chips in it. But they're tiny. Used a little magic marker. It's done. The whole top of the desk, by the way, the entire top of the desk, which is 6 feet wide, is a mouse pad. Seriously, a whole desk. The top is a mouse pad. With that in mind, knowing that I had to take all this crap out of there, and knowing I was going to have to pull it all back in, plugging everything back into the exact same USB ports, I knew that wouldn't happen. I'd never get them back in the same ports. And I don't know if you're aware, but if you take something out of one port and plug it into another, Windows will go look for drivers for it all over again, which meant I knew my machine wasn't going to work when I started it back up. Well, fortunately, it actually kinda did. And I say kinda because half my stuff worked. So I said, screw it. Went to Best Buy. And I gotta admit, Best Buy is like my first place to go. Even though I have a Fry's, I go to Best Buy. I don't know why. Probably because I have a credit card there. Went to Best Buy, bought a new hard drive. Now I already have. I just put this one in, a year and a half ago? It's my 480 gig Pony drive. And I bought a new 480 gig. It's a solid state drive. I love these. I thought I'll just start from scratch, reinstall everything. And that went smooth as silk. Put my new drive in, started installing everything. Everything was just boom, boom, boom. Drivers loading, everything was beautiful. I was singing and dancing and carrying on. It was a good time. Had by all, I tell you what. And then I did something stupid. Before I could actually download any updates or install any additional drivers that weren't on a disk, I had to connect to the internet. Windows couldn't find the driver for my network card in my computer. So I thought, well, I have two choices here. One, I can try and track it down, or I had a program called Driver Detective, which what did they upgrade that to? Let me hold on a second. I'll tell you exactly what they called it. They sold out to another company, and now it's called Driver Easy, I think. Yes, Driver Easy. So I installed my Driver Easy. Had it go out and find drivers for me. Before I did that, before I had it go look, I also installed something else because I knew I was going to be going outside to get stuff. I put in a wireless USB Wi-Fi adapter, which was fine, had the drivers for it. That way I could at least connect to the internet and have Driver Detective go find the drivers. I knew I was going to be connecting to the internet, so I installed my antivirus software. I used McAfee. I've used McAfee for years. Never had a problem with it, so I thought always seemed to work okay. Suddenly, between installing McAfee and installing Driver Easy, boom, my folders started locking up again. I was able to install some drivers, not others. Well, let's put it this way, 98% worked. I tried to reinstall my Microsoft Office. Wouldn't do it. Said can't do it. Doesn't have access, doesn't have permissions. So my original problem that I was trying to solve came back. That tells me one of two things happened. Driver Easy or McAfee started locking my drive. Have no idea which. Don't want to take the chance. Put my old drive back in, took this drive, put it in another machine, formatted it out, started from scratch again. This time I waited. I had put my driver for my internet card, my LAN card, on this. Found it, put the driver over on it, so that I could just plug this in and install my LAN driver, get my internet connection back, and I could connect to the network again. Which I did, and everything ran smooth. Windows did its 432 different update. Yes, I'm not making that number up. 432 different updates. Each time it would update, it would install new drivers. It would update again and install some more drivers. And I just let it do its thing. I didn't touch a thing. No driver easy, no McAfee. Got it all finished, got everything set up. Everything worked except for one thing. One thing did not work. My Bluetooth. Sounds like a stupid thing, but as you guys know, I use these for my headphones when I'm recording games. I don't like that big old clunky thing, and I don't like the string hanging. So I kind of needed it if I was going to make any more videos because, well, I needed that. So I went looking for my Bluetooth drivers, and Windows just could not find it no matter what I chose. And if I chose the wrong ones, it said it's the wrong ones, and it would just die. So I was kind of at a standstill. Did some more Windows updates just to check. Couldn't find anything. Didn't make any difference. I thought, well, maybe something I did along the way screwed things up again. So, yep, I started again. The main reason it made me do that was not the Bluetooth. That was the straw in the camel's back. Pinnacle would not install. My Pinnacle Studio 20 software would not install. They tried to help me. They sent me this, they sent me that. Try this, try that, try these other things. It just wouldn't. It would not. It would start to install, but it said it couldn't authorize anything. In other words, when I'd go to register, it couldn't register. It's like, okay, now I'm screwed again. So I started over for the third time and reinstalled everything. Believe it or not, this time everything worked. Everything. I got everything installed. XSplit, by the way, awesome. Kept all of my settings. I didn't have to load anything. Kept all of that crap. In fact, pretty much everything that I reinstalled was able to find all my original settings and put everything back, including Office, which is what I use for my email. Believe it or not, I have emails from 1999. That's how long I've been using those. Scary. Anyhow, except the Bluetooth. Bluetooth did not work. I thought maybe my Bluetooth little ditty bop thingy that I had, which was this one it's backwards, but it says Insignia. That's Best Buy. Best Buy's Bluetooth. It's a couple of years old. Maybe I needed a new one. Went out to Best Buy. Tried to look for something other than Best Buy's brand, and they didn't have anything, so I thought, well, I'll buy the new one. This one. I was looking, I must have taken it out. Comes with a CD for drivers. You put the CD in, click auto run, takes you to the Broadcom website and says, download your drivers here. It's a CD. I'm sure there was a room enough in there for drivers. But no, they said all it does is open up a web page. That's it. That's what the CD did. Broadcom, by the way, if you don't know, no longer makes Bluetooth drivers. They sold that portion off. It's by another company that you cannot find. And Broadcom says, we won't do it anymore because, well, hey, Windows does it anyhow. We don't need to give you drivers. You cannot get any drivers other than from Windows. At least for these. I was furious. If you go into Best Buy, you go looking for a little Bluetooth adapter, and you see this, take it off the shelf, spend the $20 to go buy it, keep your receipt in hand, turn around and look at the first guy that's in the computer department with a Best Buy blue shirt on and just wing it at him. Then go pick it up and get a refund. Because that's a piece of shit. Just saying. I love Best Buy. I do. I love my Best Buy. Don't buy that. That's a piece of crap. It's flat out a piece of crap. Today, I went to Fry's, where I should have gone for most of this stuff in the first place. Bought myself another external drive to do a backup because, well, other issues popped up. And I also bought a new Bluetooth dongle. This thing. Get this. It's Asus. Asus USB BT400 USB adapter. Get this. Go buy one. It's also like $14.99, I think. Something like that. Go buy this. Buy this. Buy it now. It actually comes with a disc. The disc installs all the drivers it needs and does things I didn't know you could even do with Bluetooth. For example, I connected my phone because I like to transfer photos over, and it's just easier to do it from Bluetooth in the background rather than unplug, plug in, blah. It comes with software to do that. It comes with software that'll actually, I can actually, I don't know if I can show you or not. Oh, it doesn't matter. It has software built into it that I can text and receive text messages from my phone on my computer in a little window that I pop up over in the corner. So if I get a text message, I don't have to pick up the phone, dig for it, and then try to No. It pops up in a little window. I read it. I can, if there's pictures attached, you can download those. Send the text back, typing on my keyboard, not that stupid little phone beep thing. Beautiful. Love this software. It literally does everything. It's fantastic. Go get this thing. Go buy one. Last thing I had, and this is the reason why I bought the hard drive, I knew I needed some sort of antivirus and firewall. So I went out and I bought Bitdefender. Yeah, you got to pay for it every year. That's stupid. You know what? Why? Why do I have to do that? But I recommend everybody has a firewall and antivirus. So I installed that. Nothing broke. I can still install everything, except kind of got to correct the nothing broke part. Now I can't do a Windows backup. You know, the backup that comes with Windows, you can't do that anymore. You can't make a rescue disk, you can't make a rescue drive, none of that. It just says, nope, can't do it. It sees your drive, says, let's start. Nope, can't write to it. Volume shadow service is not running, but it is. Amongst other errors it comes up with, all of which made no sense. After doing research, even Microsoft's website said, my antivirus is what's causing it. My antivirus is blocking it. So Bitdefender, somehow along the line, turned off my Windows backup. I installed my Seagate backup from my Seagate drive. That fails. That doesn't work. So I bought a Western Digital drive today. A little external, one of those little passport things, I think they're called, or something like that. It was on sale for like $69.99 for a 2 terabyte. It's like, I could do that. And put that in. It's doing my backup now as we speak. It works fine. Bitdefender, I contacted them. The guy online said, try this. I said, I've tried that. That doesn't work. Try this. I've tried that. That doesn't work. Is this working? Yes, it's working. That's fine. And then I told him what Microsoft said on their own website, which said virus software's known issues of McAfee and Bitdefender. It's a known issue. And he goes, oh, well, we'll have to turn that into our second tier support people. Whatever. I still haven't heard back from them. So I might get rid of Bitdefender. And the reason why I say I might get rid of it is because it tends to pop up all kinds of crap. I mean, every time you do anything on it, pops up and says, oh, this might harm, and blah. Shut up. You know, just let me do my shit. If it's going to harm something, tell me it's going to harm it, you're stopping it. You know, installing software doesn't, that's what people do. I don't need, open up Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer can connect you to the internet. Well, yeah, that's its purpose. Do you want to allow this program to run? Well, fucking hey, that's why I just clicked the damn button. So anyhow, Bitdefender's a pain in the ass. Well, there you go. Now you have all the reasonings as to why I have not... God, I've been going for 20 minutes now. Jeebus. Sorry about that. Anyhow, got everything up and running. Everything's beautiful. I'm going to intersperse some pictures of my desk here as well, so you can see this wonderful new setup I have. And coming up later, either today, tomorrow, the week, what have you, in the next week or so, you'll finally get the finish of Batman, finally. And I'll finally do my playthrough of The Walking Dead Final Frontier, or Up and Away, or whatever now they called that damn thing. So I'll get to see what's going on there as well. So, needless to say, as of the time I installed this and was able to not only connect my headphones, but my phone as well, and my tablet, and my speakers that are in my bedroom, which, by the way, I have Bluetooth speakers in my bedroom connected to here. Awesome. This actually had me doing my little dance, and I was doing a little dance. I was just jigging, carrying on, and my cats were looking at me like I was crazy. Both of them just propped in the doorway, standing there like this with their heads cocked, like, the hell's wrong with him? So there you go. You have my my explanation as to where I've been, what I've been doing, and why I haven't done anything in a couple of months, and that's all why. Mainly because somewhere along the line, and I'm blaming it either on probably the driver Easy, but I suspect McAfee as well, because I know McAfee, if it's doing a backup, it will lock up folders so that the files don't change. And if anything happens during that backup, it doesn't unlock those folders, so they stay locked. In other words, if you start a backup, you don't turn your machine off. It will leave shit locked up as well. So, stay away from both of those. Just stay away from both of those. You don't really need any of those driver programs, because Windows, it just did its thing, for the most part, except for the Bluetooth. Now, the next thing is, sometime next week, probably, I'll upgrade to Windows 10 and see how that experience turns out. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. But I got everything up and running, and you'll be seeing and hearing more from me in the future, okay? If you've actually sat through these 23 minutes, I do appreciate it. I don't know why you would, but good on you. Have fun with that. And I will see you guys in the next round of things that I do. Okay? Alrighty. Thank y'all so much, and you have a fantastic one. Till the next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.